Troubleshooting: why is my Apache server not starting for my Django project on Windows? Running a Django project on an Apache server can provide your web application with robust performance and scalability. However, configuring this setup on a Windows environment can sometimes be challenging, especially when your Apache server refuses to start. Let's delve into the common issues and troubleshooting steps to resolve them. Common issues and solutions. 1. Port conflicts. One of the most common reasons for an Apache server not starting is port conflicts. By default, Apache uses port 80, but if another service, such as Skype, another web server, or even an old instance of Apache, is using that port, Apache will fail to start. Solution: change the default port in the Apache configuration file, httpd.conf, to an unused port. For example, you could change listen 80 to listen 8080. 2. Incorrect Apache configuration. Your Apache configuration file, httpd.conf or httpdvhosts.conf, might contain errors or might not be correctly referencing your Django project. Solution: verify that your configuration files are correctly set up. Ensure that the WSGI script alias is correctly pointing to your wsgi.py file within your Django project. Check for any syntax errors in the configuration files. 3. Permissions issues. Windows permissions can also be a culprit. Apache might not have the required permissions to access the necessary files or directories. Solution: ensure that Apache has the appropriate permissions to read and execute the Django project's files. Run Apache as an administrator to rule out permission issues quickly. 4. Python and Django environment. Ensure that Apache is correctly interfacing with your Python and Django environment. Any discrepancies in the Python path or virtual environment can cause Apache to fail. Solution: confirm that the mod_usg module is correctly installed and configured. Ensure your virtual environment path is correctly set in the Apache configuration. Verify that your wsgi.py file is correctly set up to handle the application. 5. Error logs. Checking the Apache error logs is a critical step in diagnosing the issue. The logs can provide detailed information about why Apache is failing to start. Solution: navigate to the Apache error logs, usually found in the Apache logs directory. Look for any error messages and address them accordingly. Conclusion: configuring and running an Apache server for a Django project on Windows can be a bit cumbersome, but with careful troubleshooting, you can identify and resolve the issue efficiently. Pay attention to port conflicts, configuration accuracy, permissions, and your environment setup. Utilizing error logs will also provide you with deeper insights into the underlying problems. By systematically addressing these areas, you can get your Apache server up and running smoothly. Happy coding!